Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. Okay, where we are in the... Let's have a look. We are in the...
I must rest.
The brothel of
Right,
intellectual
we need
lust.
to set up camp now.
So, let's have a look. We've got Delora, brothel patron, some modrons. Vivian, brothel patron. Okay. This dark-haired, pale-skinned woman has a culturally refined look about her. As she turns to you, you notice that her eyes, which you had previously thought to be grey, are the colour of brushed steel. Greetings. The woman's voice is soft, calm, and without inflection. It has a certain far-away quality, as if somehow not attached to her. Greetings. I am called Laura. May I serve you somehow? In what ways can you serve me, Delora? She blinks her eyes and touches her hand to her heart and bowing her head slightly. I'm able to debate any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently, if that is your wish. I'm also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, though I have the materials for a few such games here. Debate, you say? Delora nods. That is correct. I am neither a tome nor a tutor. I have no desire to educate my patrons. Should you have a matter to discuss, however, the 15 factions and the effect on the Sigillian politics, the most effective battle stratagems for war in Archaon, the meaning of existence itself, I'll be most pleased to choose a counterpoint and engage you in debate. Choose a topic, see if you can best her. You choose a topic and the debate lasts a long time as the two of you exchange points and counterpoints, each attempting to methodically undermine the other's position. As you speak, a strange feeling begins to come over you, a memory trying to surface. So allow the memory to surface. Memories of a great hall begin to form in your mind, a vast place full of well-dressed elites. A formal ball was taking place. Before you was a small, impeccably dressed fellow who wore a golden medallion. It was emblazoned with the symbol you dimly recall as the sign of one. The two of you stood in a circle of onlookers who gathered to listen to your debates. Continue the memory. But that's impossible, the man was saying, looking perplexed. Oh, but it is, you recall yourself replying. I've made several arguable points and give you another example who simply don't exist. But you can't. Well, I'd accept that. Yes, you'd cease to exist, and without a flash of light or a puff of smoke, with no fanfare of any sort, the man was simply gone. The onlookers oohed and ahed, some clapped. You remembered giving a flourishing bow and walking away, a small satisfied smile on your lips. You suddenly realised Laura was watching you closest. Are you feeling well? We might finish our discussion at another time, should you like. No, let's continue the debate. As hard-pressed as you were to defeat Delora's infallible sense of logic, you eventually went out. She merely nods in approval. You are a most skilled debater. There is no denying. I do feel, however, that had I had time to perform some research, you might have bested me. Perhaps not. I'd consider that an unfair advantage, though. Delora nods. If you would like, we can debate once more upon the same topic. I could argue your position this time, should you desire it. Wait, are you always so ruthless in a debate? Delora nods. Mistress Grace instructed me to show no mercy, for another of her students always allows the patron to win after a lengthy debate. It was Mistress Grace's desire that I provide a different sort of experience for the clientele. I see. Could we play a game now? Of course. Is there anything in particular you wish to play? No, I don't really remember any games. Here then, allow me to show you one. Delora brings out a thin lacquered box, which unfolds into a small board marked with a grid. The contents of the box prove to be a number of to be a number of polished stone chips, half of them black, half of them white. The game goes by many names. Should I explain the rules to you? Yes, please. The lawyer explains to you the rules of the game, how the chips are moved, how one bests one opponent. It seems, however, faintly familiar to you. The rules are simple, yes, but a great deal of complexity lies within the game itself. It takes a great deal of time to master. Shall we play? Yes, let's. As you play, you come to realise that you've done so before. You recall various ploys and strategies that have won you previous games and employ every trick you know to beat. Suddenly a strange feeling comes over you, a memory trying to surface. Allow the memory to surface. Memories of a smoke-filled field of battle begin to fill your mind. Atop a great hill overlooking the fighting, you sat mounted upon a massive four-legged beast. The braying of horns carried your orders to the troops below. Even as you watch, your forces divided, fleeing left and right as a foreign army fought its way up the hill to slay the enemy lord, you. The fools you had fought, lips curling into a wicked smile. My knight shall charge down the hillside and stop their advance in an instant, and at that very moment my retreating footmen will fall in to crush their ranks. Yet another victory shall be mine. You suddenly realise Dolores is watching you intently. Are you feeling well? Might we continue the game another day if you so wish? No, let's continue the game. Dolores plays excellently, counteracting all of your most crafty moves, but eventually your feints and calculating manoeuvres win over her well-crafted strategies. She nods approvingly and she begins to put the game away. You are a fine player, perhaps a master. I commend you on your skill. My thanks, I had some questions. Dolores caricides the floor with a sound that might be said. I am willing to serve you as a patron, but I have no wish to answer other questions at this time. My apologies, but I fear you just have to bear with that for the time being. What's wrong? Anything I can help you with?
Updated my journal.
She looks at the floor and into your eyes. Once more you're struck by a pulse movement of the skin, the cold depths of her silvery eyes. No, I fear not. My troubles are a matter of the heart. In time, I think all things shall be resolved. Are you certain there's nothing I can do? Certain. Dolores pauses over thinking. No, I'm not. My first love, Merriman, possesses still the keys to my heart. So long as he has them, I shall not be free enough to love another. This is the cause of my melancholy. Why don't you seek him out, speak to him? Dolores shakes her head. I may not leave this place. The reasons why are deeply personal and are not to be shared with strangers, even ones who might bestow a kindness upon me, but suffice to say that I cannot seek out Merriman myself. Then I will find this Merriman and speak to him on your behalf.
Updated my journal.
Dolores nods, the slightest smile appearing on her lips. She bows her head. Were you to find and speak to Merriman, I would be most grateful. He is a member of the Society of Sensations, so you may wish to ask for him at the Civic Festival. I'll return when I find him. Farewell. Okay, do the bar, patron. The man's brows deeply furrowed in concentration. As you approach, he looks at you and nods curtly. Yes? I had some questions. He looks at you annoyed but says nothing. You seem troubled. The man frowns. No, not quite troubled. I'm merely trying to puzzle out a way to win against Dolores. Yes, she's quite an opponent. Look, I have things to think about, so if you wouldn't mind. Wait, let me ask you something else. What are you doing here? I'm resting after a resounding loss at the hands of Dolores. I felt I almost bested her the last time, but I'm trying to think of what I can do to win the next time we play. I had another question. What can you tell me about this place? Look, I have things to talk about, so if you wouldn't mind. Okay, let me ask you something else. What do you know anything about Ravel Puzzle World? No. The man smirks and sighs. Well, yes, she is a night hag. She was cast into one of the ladies' mazes. She is the object of over 100 frightening children's tales, but I wager that's not the sort of information you're after. Thanks just the same. Farewell. Okay. Have a look. Speak with the Modrons, I think. The strange cubic creature seems to be as much machine as it is organic. As you approach the thing, it silently stares at you with wide, unblinking eyes. Its face hasn't the slightest trace of emotion on it. Come on, Chief, we're in a building full of some of the sexiest chits on this side of the multiverse, and you're stopping to talk to Modrons? What can you tell me about them, Morte? Morte makes a noise of utter disgust. What's there to say? Annoying little clockwork pests. They're always working to impose law and order upon the multiverse. Not good, mind you, just law. Let's just forget about them and go and chat up the ladies, huh? My apologies, Morte, but I'm talking to the Modron. Morte sighs loudly. Fine, whatever, but don't say I didn't warn you. You probably won't get anywhere with them, Chief. They're an odd lot to talk to. Greetings. Voice has a metallic, reverberating quality to it, as if it were more a sound played on some warped musical instrument than a true speech. Your greeting is returned. There is a soft click as the creature blinks. An awkward silence hangs in the air between the two of you. I had some questions. Identify yourself to us. I am Adan. The creature tilts its head forward and then back on its metallic legs, whether the movement is meant to indicate a bow or a nod, you are unsure. We would identify self as Modron's quadrant type, winged variant, to the subject, Adan. I have some questions now. The subject is free to ask a question. What are you doing here? Our purpose here is observation. What are you observing? We're observing one of the establishment staff. Who are you observing? As previously stated, we're observing one of the establishment staff. Yes, but who exactly are you observing? The object of our scrutiny is named Delora. Why are you watching him? We have not been informed of the specific purpose or purposes which resulted in our being given our present task. Command of our superior pentadrone is sufficient reason to perform said task. As such, the purpose or purposes are irrelevant to us. I had another question. What can you tell me about this place? A building located in a section of Sigil commonly known as the Clerk's Ward. We cannot give exact coordinates as the surface of Sigil changes at interviews we have not determined as of the present. The building itself is known as the brothel of slating intellectual rusts. It serves as what may broadly be defined as a language school. The students of the school are primarily females who intend to, at some point we have not determined, and which varies from student to student, to become a factotum of the Society of Sensation. We'll provide a brief summary as to what the Society of Sensation is defined as: a faction whose core belief is that the experience comes with true understanding of the multiverse and its secrets. I had another question. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzle World? We know nothing of any being or object possessing such appellation. Farewell then. So yeah. Okay. Let's speak to Vivian. This tall, elegant woman with her sharp features and regal demeanour is a striking example of aristocratic beauty. Her clothes appear to be spun of silver thread, and a small phial dangles from her necklace. She is perfumed with an erotic sense that seems to draw you towards her. Greetings. She looks you over, arching an eyebrow with what you sense to be greetings. My name is Viv. I presume I am being summoned. No, I just had some questions. She nods imperiously. Go on then. What are you doing here? Aside from my work as a student here, I am looking for something. Actually, you would not happen to have smelled it, would you? Smelled it? Yes, I have a particular scent that seems to have gone wandering. It is somewhat difficult to keep in one place. I hope that someone did not take it by accident. No, you never know with the ladies around here. She frowned. So, by any chance, have you smelled something? How can a scent go wandering? Vivian shakes her head. I had meant to infer they had been taken. The ladies here are a bit jealous at times, and have been known to take my various perfumes for themselves. This time, though, someone has absconded with my own personal scent. I worked on that scent, perfected it, and now poof, it's gone. I need not bear such annoyances. Vivian stops her feet. I want the scent back, and I want it now. How would you know if you found it? You would know it by smell, I assure you. It's quite striking, especially to men. I can help you. Are you certain? I do not wish to oppose. No imposition. I am pleased to help such a lovely woman as yourself.
Updated my journal.
Anna murmurs saying angrily. You catch the words piking and idiot stick. Vivian smiles and nods to you. You are too kind. Very well. If you run across it, please let me know. I am somewhat anxious to get it back. A one-of-a-kind scent, really. Let me ask you about something else. Can you tell me about this place? Mistress Gracie's brothel. It is a school where she tutors us in the art of language and conversation, the ability to affect another with one's words, and to gain new insights into both them and ourselves. For many, it is in preparation to become a member of the Society of Sensation. The Society of Sensation? Vivian asks, sighs. You may wish to ask Fulton Grace, or better yet, someone at the Civic Festival about the Sensates. They would be happy to speak with you, I am certain. I had another question. She nods imperiously. Go on then. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzleworld? Isn't she some historical figure? I can't quite recall. Who is she? A night hag from Sigil's past, I think.
Updated my journal.
I hope she stays in the past then. Night hags are foul creatures, besearching all femininity everywhere in the plane. She suddenly pauses. You may wish to ask Eves. She knows all sorts of peculiar little tales. That's all I wish to know. Farewell. Okay.
Done.
Just as you search the armoire, its handle suddenly yank out your grasp as the drawers slam themselves shut. A strange little humph issues from the cabinet. Hello? Hello indeed. The armoire gives another humph. So, what have we got here? A rogue after some lady's frilly undergarments, You talk? Do I? Why, yes I do. Who are you? I am Lewis. Who are you? Thoughtless, uncouth fellow rummaging about other people's things. Never mind that, what are you doing here? Well, sir, if you must know, I am being an armoire. But why are you being an armoire in this brothel? I happen to become an armoire because I want to be an armoire, thank you very much. It's not to watch the ladies undressed, nor to have them place their soft, sweet-smelling undergarments in my drawers where they can rub against my skin. Such accusations are an insult to the practitioner of the magical arts. I am merely soaking in the experience of what it means to be an armoire. The sights, the smells, the sensations. So all the women know about this then? Yes they do, and they wholeheartedly approve of, well, not with their entire hearts exactly, and why they have not spoken of their approval in my presence. Since they are not exactly aware that I am an armoire, I would not want them to know that I am anything but, and so have not been able to inquire upon the matter. I need something from you to keep quiet about this one. Very well, Posh, open the third drawer, you scallywag. As you reach in your hand, it slams shut on your fingers with great force. Searing flame races through your hand as you withdraw your battered fingers. Aha, cretin idiot. Open the drawer, I said, and you reach in. Slams his drawer for emphasis and then begins shaking with laughter. Very amusing. I had some questions, Lewis. Yes. So, why are you being an armoire in this brothel? I had another question. Can you return to your normal form at will? The armoire seems to think about this, Iron. I have no need to share such secrets with the likes of you, and besides, There is no cause to change back at the present moment, since I have not yet experienced the full sensations of being an armour. It is a complex thing to hold in soft, frilly clothes, smelling of wondrous woman smells. Door slides open and close, sound mimicking and a pleasant sigh. Had another question. What can you tell me about this place? I would have a man find out for himself rather than telling the whole of it. After all, that's half the joy of the entire experience. I'll only tell you that what you likely know already. It's called the brothel of slating intellectual lusts, and the prostitutes within specialise in the arts of language and communication. I had other questions. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? Oh yes, I had heard about that, most unfortunate. Did you ever have the exquisite pleasure of breathing in that scent of hers? And Armand's drawer seemed to shudder with delight, absolutely wondrous. But sadly no, I have no idea where good Lady Vivian's scent might be found. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzle World? Few folk have dwelled in Sigil of any length of time don't. I must wonder though, what it is about her you wish to know? I need to find her. You're mad, you know, quite mad, utterly balmy, I believe is the common term for it. Ravel was banished from Sigil long ago, and if she's not dead, you'll wish you were, should you somehow succeed in finding her. She's devoured all those who sought her out before, it is said, and will likely do you the same disservice. I would leave well enough alone. That's all I wish to know. Farewell.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Forced it. I'm gone.
Okay. Juliet. This dark-haired young woman is staring listlessly off into space, sighing miserably and occasionally picking at the seams of her green velvet gown. It's difficult to discern whether she's depressed or simply bored. Greetings. She gives you the briefest of glances before staring off into the distance more. Greetings, yes, I am named Juliet. How may I... Oh, never mind, leave me be, please. She gives an exasperated sigh. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Oh, I knew that I spend my days gazing into the face of mediocrity, seeing if anything can erase its dreadful, tedious passage. Is your life so tedious? Alas, it is. She sighs, closing her eyes and massaging into her. Dreadfully boring. Perhaps I could make it less boring for you, my lady. No, 'tis kind of thee to offer. Oh, I'm already with a man, sir, and I do love him. It's just that I wish... She taps her finger against the chin. Something more of our liaison. Is the relationship lacking then? The only thing it lacks is excitement, sir. The families took news of our courtship splendidly. His siblings love my siblings, and our friends think our union is blessed by the powers themselves. All fine and good, but things are going, she frowned, so smoothly. It is not right to have such a trouble-free courtship. Don't know about that. Does Val not? Has Val ever had such a courtship? She glances briefly at you. It would seem that thy life is filled with a variety of problems, judging by the pallor of thy skin. I can't remember any of the courtships I've had. The remnants of the ones I have encountered suggest that I may have had some problems. It is just that all my friends have such interesting relationships. One's fraught with toil, turmoil, feuding families, daggers at one another's backs, poison mad siblings, and irate fathers with large swords. I have a lover whose family loves me and whom the world loves. She sighs again, a great source of annoyance. How I wish I could formulate some way to spice things up. Morte flows closer, whispering, I feel sorry for her lover. He doesn't know how bad he has it. A chick like this is nothing but trouble. That doesn't sound wise, Juliet. Relish what you have. I wish to experience troubles though. I wish to experience the ups and downs of courtship, but with him no other. She writes, such a thing is love, can be as dull as a club, and is of no use to an aspiring sensate. What did you have in mind to spice things up? I am not sure, some element of danger or jealousy or something intense. Why don't you make up some fake love letters from a hidden affair? Juliet's eyes brighten. Excellent notion. Most exciting, she suddenly frowns, but he knows my handwriting. Wilt felt write some for me. Not my sort of thing. I can find you some though. Oh, Wishfell, excellent. When you've just found some, please give them to me, to my love, Montague. He may be found within a civic festival. As for letters, please try Scofflaw Pen. He runs a print shop in the lower ward. I thank thee. Of course, farewell.
Updated my journal.
So we know we've been to Scofflaw Pen, so we know where that is.
Done. I forced it. I'm gone. Forced it. I'm gone.
Nenny Nine Eyes, okay. This petite, attractive young woman is smiling blissfully and humming to herself. Her wide, pale eyes seems to constantly drink in her surroundings as she looks about. Greetings. The smiling young woman curtsies gratefully and looks up at you, smiling. Well met, good sir, I'm Nenny, and how are you? This find, she suddenly notices your scars and places a gloved hand over. Oh my, you're hurt. She blinks all over. Morte spins you around, mocking the girl's obviousness. Powers above, Chief. She's right. I never noticed before. You're covered in scars. They're all old scars. I'm fine. She nods quietly, lowering her hands. I had some questions. She can't seem to tear her eyes from your scars. How shameful of me. I don't mind my rude stereo. I am named Nenny. She makes a small curtsy. And it is my great pleasure to welcome you to our brothel for the slating of intellectual losts. She returns to staring at your body. You have tattoos under those scars too. What's that one? She points to one of the tattoos. That one's... looks fascinating. The way the lines of the ink, I think that's ink. She squints at the tattoo and then reaches out to touch it. Allow her to touch it. I think that's ink. She traces a finger around the edge of the tattoo. Is it ink? And what a pattern. Look at the way the lines intersect her. She touches the centre of the tattoo. That's simply amazing. She purses her lips and frowns in disappointment. I could make it out better if there weren't so many scars. There's nothing to be done about the scars, they're permanent. Oh, I'm sorry, pox me for even mentioning them. She cringes, but I have to know, are you absolutely sure you're alright? I'm looking at you and I can't help believe you're not in some pain. Not physical. I have amnesia, but that is all. Amnesia? Then he blinks and brightens. Loss of memory. You are so lucky, she chimes. Perkily. Everything must be so new to you. There is truth in that, but the newness is unwelcome. She blinks. That sounds so sad. Yes, it is, but I had some questions. Please ask. She smiles giddily. What are you doing here? I'm talking to you, silly. She giggles and then pokes you in the belly. Just like I talk to all the patrons here. All the prostitutes do. That's what the brothel's about, learning new ways to talk and share experiences and understand other people. I had another question, Nenny. Can you tell me about this place? Sure I can. The brothel Slate and Intellectual Lust is a school that was started by Mistress Fall from Grace. The prostitutes here, like me, taught the ins and outs of talking to people. All of us learn more about ourselves than others. I love it here. It's a non-stop wave of experiences, crashing into me, filling my head with new ideas. Morte mutters herself. I guess it's good that there's something in there. I had another question, Nenny. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? And he frowns. What? Oh, I can't say anything about it. Bearing on, there's just no good at it. I'm just no good at it. It's not bad to point out a thief, Nenny. Oh, but I don't know she's a thief, Nenny bites her lips and looks at you with pleading eyes, just as if she wishes you'd leave the topic alone. Well, look, why don't you try and say something not nice about her? Oh, right. Nenny puts her hands on her hips and frowns deeply, almost exaggeratively. She insists the temptations laugh. Oh, I dislike her very much. She pauses for a moment and looks at you at the corner of her eye as if gauging your reaction. Was that convincing? No, not really. And he frowns. I knew I wouldn't be any good at this. She looks up depressed. Do you know how hard it is to say bad things about someone? It feels so wrong. Why don't you practice on me, Nenny? Suppose I could try. She looks dubious. You big, mean, nasty brute. She puts her hands on her hips. Meanie. She looks at you. How was that? Put more accent on brute. You big, mean, nasty brute. Better. Now hit me. Then he clamps her head over her mouth, looking shocked. Oh, I couldn't. I mustn't. How does one hit somebody anyway? Go ahead. Do it lightly if you have to. Remember, I'm a mean, nasty brute. I deserve it. Nanny slaps you. You barely felt it. She looks shocked and frightened. She hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that hurt? Tell me you're okay. Don't break character, Nanny. Come on, show me what you got. You can say something bad. Just let it all out. Oh. She draws her frame to its full height, pulls her hands and puts them on her hips, and scrunches up her face. And, oh, Dan be you. You deserve that for all the indignities you put me through. Going out late at night. Her eyes roam up and down your body, getting into fights, getting all scarred up. What are the kids going to think? Kids? What? Then his fury raises another notch. Have you forgotten our children? Are you so sodden with drink that you can't even remember that we have children? He throws up her hands in announcement. Your hope was clueless and a lot of other lessons I won't mention right now. Calm down, time to let go of the anger. Nanny sighs tiredly. Whew, that was easier than I thought. No kidding. I'm sure I'll do better next time. I'm so excited to have learned something new. Thank you. Sure, I have a question now. Please ask. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? No, sorry, that's a great name though. I bet she's a really interesting person. Hey, you should ask Eves about her. She collects all sorts of stories. That's all I wish to know. Farewell, Nenny. Dun, dun, dun.
Done.
Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. This has been Vane doing Let's Play Planescape Torment. If you like what you see in here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon. And until next time, goodbye.